G'day guys, it's Luke Lau here from Interactive Media at Victoria University. Now, in this short video, I'm going to be talking to you about two programs that I actually think might be useful for your organizations or for your community groups. Now, the two programs are specifically about graphics. They generate graphics for a couple of different formats. Now, the first one that I'm going to be talking to you about is GIMP. Now, I know, really bad name, but very awesome program. Now, GIMP stands for the GNU Image Manipulation Program, and the website say it's a freely distributed piece of software for such tasks as photo retouching, image composition, and image authoring. It works on any operating system in many languages. So that's great. But basically what that means in English is that it's Photoshop. And it's a free version of Photoshop which you can download on any machine without having to worry about piracy, without worrying to make sure that you're going to have to get the latest versions and keep buying new updates. It's a nice bit of software. It's 75 megabytes to download, so particularly tiny, not too big. And it's updated quite frequently, either up to version 2.6, it's essentially it's for photos. When you want to manipulate photos, you want to create something that's photorealistic, with a lot of depth into the actual graphic. This is the program to use. Now, again, it's 100% free, so it's actually made by a community of programmers worldwide, hence why it's available in multiple languages. It's for anyone that's actually used Photoshop, it's slightly different from Photoshop, so it might actually take you a little bit to learn. For those that are starting out, there is a lot of tutorials online on how to use this program and a lot of guides on how to get certain effects. You can save these for the web, so you can save these files as a JPEG or a GIF. And you can do a variety of things with it. Now, it's constantly getting updated. It's constantly being improved. So 2.7 and 2.8 are just around the corner, and they got some new features and new improvements. So yeah, you'll enjoy the program if you want to get into that. Again, it's 100% free and it works on most computers. Now, the second program that I'm going to show you is Inkscape. Now, Inkscape.org is the program, is the actual website, and again, it's an open source program, which basically means it's 100% free for you to actually download and use. It opens on a variety of different programs or different operating systems, so Windows XP, Vista, Macintosh. I actually even think it opens up on Windows 98, maybe 95, but don't quote me on that. Essentially, now the reason why this program's good and why it's actually different from GIMP. GIMP is for photos. GIMP's for photorealistic images. Inkscape is more about clip art. It's more about business cards and print. The reason why this is better for print is because the lines that are getting drawn up, say this little graphic at the top there, the actual lines that are drawn up are actually, you can zoom in as much as you want into the actual photo and it will never become pixelated because the graphics are what they call vector. I won't go into the technology behind it, but they're really good for print. So if you want to print off posters, you want to print off business cards and actually get them professionally done, you can use this software and they'll be able to open up the files and it'll come out quite nice. Now, there's also another reason why I'm showing you these two programs. So look, you might want to upload a photo and remove red eyes or blur someone's face, and that's where GIMP would actually come in handy. You might just want to resize images or color correct stuff, so you use that for GIMP. For Inkscape, if you want to create a poster, if you want to create business cards or some clip art, that's where you'd actually do it. So you've got these two programs there. Now, the other reason why I want to show you these two programs, there's a nice little site called iStockphoto. And I really like this site. Now, before I get into it, I have to assure you that I have no conflicts of interest with this website. This is a commercial website, so I just want to tell you that I have no affiliation with this website. I'm not getting a kickback, nothing like that. Okay, I just want to show you a graphic from this. But basically, this site here, you download images from this site, and you pay for them. So people who's in the multimedia industry or marketing, or someone who's just time poor and wants a graphic, will go to this site and actually download it. It's industry quality. It's usually quite unique, and it's for someone who's like, look, I haven't got half a day to create a graphic, but I just need something to buy it. I need to buy it, and I'll spend $20 or $30 on it, and that's fine. Now, as you can see here, this is a henna tattoo, henna design, and if I was to buy it from this site, I'd pay approximately 15 credits, which is roughly, let's say for argument's sake, it's $20. And actually, I probably wouldn't be too wrong about that. So it'd cost $20 to download this graphic. Now, this is something that to be considered a good thing or a bad thing. It's really up to you to decide on this. Now, as a if I was someone wanting to sell this, because you can actually, rather than just buy it, you can also sell graphic art here for other people to buy. If I was a designer or an author of a graphic and put it up on this site, of the $20 that is actually paid for this graphic, you only get 30% of that sale. So as the designer of the graphic, you only get a 30% cut of the sale. So essentially, of the $20 that gets spent, you get approximately oh, actually, you get $6. So you get a $6 sale out of 20. Now, whilst that actually sounds pretty bad, you think about it, they handle the hosting, the marketing, the credit card payments, the advertising, all that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, it's not so bad. The other reason why it's actually not so bad, the amount of sales that this site can actually get. Now, again, I'm going to keep the 30% in mind. So out of $20, and a lot of people buy these graphics, out of $20, they get $6. How many times do you think this graphic has actually been sold in the last 3 years? So, and this is just one graphic. So as a quick look at this, talk amongst yourselves. Charles, you have a guess. But how many times do you reckon this graphic has been bought over the last 3 years? Okay, time's up. This has actually been bought, this graphic, for $20. It's been sold 800 times, or over 800 times. So 800 times 6, so it's approximately, it's $4,800 over the last 3 years for one graphic. So, in your organization, if you're creating custom graphics for your posters, if you're actually taking photos and actually playing around with them, and they're of good quality, what you may want to do is your organization to sell stuff on this site. And, it can be quite lucrative. Now, just be aware that this is not this is the exception of the rule. Not all graphics go gangbusters like this. But as you can see, whilst this is quite intricate, it's technically not very hard. You're not going to have to do a lot of things in this program to get it like that. Just time. Some basic tools you'll have to learn, but a lot of time is involved in this. Pardon me. So, the next question that I'll get asked is, how do I sign up? How much does it cost? All that kind of stuff. To sign up to this site, it's 100% free. You do have to provide photographic ID, just in case you're actually tracing somebody else's images and you have to get in trouble. But apart from that, it's 100% free to join up. Now, they won't accept every graphic that you upload. If it's something really, really ugly and it's not working right, they just won't sell it. So if you have something that's unique, of good quality, and something that they want, they'll put it up. Now, it's 100% free to join, so you don't have to pay for anything. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you're going to have to take a small test. You have to take a multiple choice test to ensure that you know how to draw the graphics right, because you have to do it at a certain standard. But the test is actually very, very short, and the instruction manual that they give you is actually quite good. The instruction manual they give you is really, really good, and it allows you to kind of understand how to draw these up just a little better, the technical graphics. But theoretically, you could learn how to do this, graphics like this, over a couple of weekends. It's not the most intricate thing, the most hardest thing to do. And if you were going to draw up a graphic like this, you do it in Inkscape. That's the program that you do it in, because that's more of a vector clip art graphic rather than a Photoshop graphic. Okay, so just to recap, I've shown you two different programs, GIMP and Inkscape. GIMP for photos, Inkscape for graphics, like vector graphics, cartoon, clip art graphics, such as this. I've also shown you a site called iStockPhoto where you can actually sell your graphics online for free and potentially make some money. And if you've got stuff lying around, why not? Okay, well, that's the end of this discussion. If you have any questions, comments, or corrections, please send me an email at luke.low@vu.edu.au. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Okay, bye.